Hey, how y'all doing out there? It's your favorite cousin Chief. Square Room Magazine today, and we have a treat for you. Man, do we have a treat. Today I have one of the up and coming boxing, one of the new phenomenon, sensational, Alton Wiggins in the building. How you doing today, bro? Hello? Hello? Alton, how you doing, bro? You doing all right? Hello? We having some technical difficulties. Alton, can you hear me? Ooh. Hello, hello. Take another commercial break. Bro, can you hear me? Hello? Sound. It's your cousin Chief over here at GC Radio. My boy Alton Wiggins in the building. Alton, can you hear me now? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So it's a pleasure to have you on the show today, bro. Pleasure to have you on the show. It's a pleasure not only to see somebody of your stature and caliber, but me and you both from the Bay Area, man. What started you in boxing? Why'd you want to box? Hello? Your mic is muted. Microphone is muted. We can't hear you. Okay. Hello? We can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on with your mic. Can't hear you. Your microphone, bro. We can't hear you. But technical over there. You have to unmute your mics. Hear you. I don't know what happened. There's no. Try logging our way out and coming back in. I don't know what's going on with your mic on your side. Yeah, we don't hear you. I guess close the app down and then hit the link and come back in. Yes. We can't hear you at all. Okay, this is technology, folks. Yeah, that's fine. Great. We will get this interview out. Just to give you a highlight, Mr. Wiggins, Alton Wiggins, born in Oakland, California. A native young buck, 17 years of age, started boxing with his father. At age 18, he's 5-3. He's now in the middle of his turning pro, and he's despite his setback, he continues to push forward, not only by letting the situation stop him of his dreams, but becoming one of the world's champions. Today, He took his debut fight in Torrance Crawford undercard in Oklahoma, Nebraska, by Prime. He now has a record of 2-1-1. We'll be fighting against again on August 16th, Oakland, California, at the Marriott. Man, I might have to get there. He's fighting Mackie the Bull Paralysis. Man, I might need to come back to the town for this one. I'm gonna have to. My brother, you back?
Yeah, now it's working, right?
Okay, yeah, we got you now.
All right.
So I'm gonna do the intro again. We have my boy Alton Wiggins. Alton Wiggins in the building. He was born and raised in Oakland, California, town Biz. You know what I'm saying? Yay for the yay. My boy been boxing since 17 years old. What started you boxing as an amateur? What made you want to box?
Uh, I ended up just going to it was like a local POW gym out here, but like it was a youth center, and they had basketball, boxing, after school programs, and I just told my dad that I want to sign up, and the guy who signed me up ended up boxing with my grandfather named Charlie. They knew each other out of West Oakland. His name was Lewis
Okay.
Jordan.
Cool. So, you wanted. So, let me ask you this: what was it like the first time you stepped in the ring?
First time I stepped in the ring, they told me I was a natural because I was already used to, fighting all the time, getting in trouble, fighting in the neighborhood, all the kids, but then being cool right after we fight. You know how that go.
You sound like my boy Bill Haney. He had Devin in there boxing because he was a little badass. He used to pay older kids to try to whoop his ass and make him tougher and make him stop fighting. y'all next generation of Oakland cats is wild, bro. Wow, but I love your heart. I love the heart. When you first stepped in the ring, did you win your first match? I mean, you were scrimmaging. I mean, what happened? I mean, how was it?
First time I stepped in the ring, it was with my coach. I was sparring, and I gave him a bloody nose, and he was telling me like, "Ain't no way you can't hurt people. You naturally could do this."
Wow, so you came in swinging.
Yeah.
I'm a heavyweight compared to you, bro, and I still not going to challenge you unless it's on Weak Fit. Unless you get a Weak Fit, I'll tear your ass up. But in the ring, I'm not getting in there. I'm not getting in the ring. Okay, so after your coach told you had the eye of the tiger and you have a chance to become a champion, man, through training, how long before you had your first amateur match, and how did it go?
My first bout, about 6 months after training, and my first fight was at Frank Alaman's. I had ended up getting technical knockout. It's like when you get a standing 8 count 3 times, and then they consider it a technical knockout.
Now, answer this for me. A lot of people don't understand. You said 6 months after they gave you the blessings of fight and said you had the skill. A lot of people think you just put on the gloves and you just rock 'em, sock 'em, box heads, or you just, windmill. It takes 6 months to develop the techniques, the styles, and the fundamentals. So, did you feel more prepared after that, or did you think they was making wait too long to get your first match? How do you feel about that?
No, I feel like it was fairly quick because sometimes people wait between like a year and two before they have a first amateur fight, and they do about training for about two years before they even take a fight. So I feel like it was fairly quick.
Cool. So now that you done came in and trained, you got some fundamentals, you got the basics down, you got your first match under your belt. Get your knockout, but you got the technical knockout. So what is life like now? You what, 17 now? Is an amateur fighting?
Yeah, no,
Um,
I
so,
just turned 18. I just turned 18 in
so
2014.
but I'm talking about after your first match. After your first match, you're 17 years old. You done got a TKO in your first match. I mean, I know your people ain't like, oh, my boy got skills. You got skills. And the people want to try you. Oh, you got
Oh yeah.
skills. I got hands too. I mean, what is it like? What is life like now that you've actually have proven yourself in a ring, and then you got your partners, and people want to try you.
Your
Because hey,
family.
not now it's different, bro. You're trained athlete. What is it like?
That's when your brother and your cousins put on the gloves and be like, "Oh yeah, let's see what those hands do. You think you're a fighter? Come on." You know how that go. They wanna test their hands for real.
They want to see, yeah, but they ain't disciplined to do the training, but they want to do they want to get the quick look version to you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Ooh. So, how many amateur fights have you had so far?
I only had 8 amateur fights.
How many?
8.
8.
Yeah.
And what's your amateur record?
5, 2, and 1.
Let me ask you this. This is not trying to shame. We're being honest. What was it like on the fight that you didn't win? What happened there?
Uh, that's when I had found out I was diagnosed with a kidney disease, and I got hit in the kidney on that fight, and I had got dropped. I had like went to my knee, but like the way I went to my knee, it was like I didn't even know like it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those things you can't even control. So yeah, I had ended up getting diagnosed with the kidney disease right after that, right after Golden Gloves. That was my loss.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say like I didn't underestimate, but that's a tough break.
But
Isn't it hard? Is it hard like getting hit in the kidneys, been in that area, knowing that they could bring you down on a knee or cause you points in the match? Isn't it difficult? Like a handicap a little bit?
yeah, but at the same time, it's like it's worth it because like I want to be in there. You know, that's what I signed up for. So it's like it is what it is.
I'm just asking the questions, bro. Trying to get the knowledge to get the people know what's going on. So okay, so now you 5, 3, and 1, and now you turning pro. And what was your first pro match like? Was your first professional fight any different from your amateurs? Did you do anything different, or you just said I'm a professional now? What transition like?
No, the training is way different and way harder, and the pace is way faster. So you training with pros and sparring pros is way different than sparring amateurs and fighting amateur fights with a headgear on and 12-ounce gloves.
So when you train as a pro, everything's at a whole different pace. It's like playing Madden from the novice level playing to Madden all Madden level. It totally changes. We lost you, bro. So while we get Al back with his technical differences, we'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. GC Radio, Square Room Magazine.
You're listening to GC Radio at gcradiohub.com. Get connected so you stay connected. GC Radio is giving away to some of its lucky listeners Beats by Dre earbuds. That's right. Beats by Dre earbuds. It's no cost to its listeners to register. Just go to gcradiohub.com and enter the free raffle. So don't hesitate. Go to gcradiohub.com, click on the earbuds, register, and cross your fingers. Because you could be one of the lucky listeners. These earbuds are priced at $169, and you can win a pair for free. That's right, free of charge to you. Just enter the raffle at gcradiohub.com and stay tuned to our live broadcast, The Cousin Chief Show, Afro Beats with King Glow, Uncut After Dark with Freaky and Friends, the Mississippi King on the Southern Soul Superstar Station. Stay tuned to any of those live shows and listen out for your name being called. At GC Radio, you have to get connected to stay connected. At gcradiohub.com.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the GC Radio Morning Show with Cousin Chief, King Glow, and celebrity host Rico from Sons of Soul. Get ready to laugh, have fun, and dive off into hot topics. The show starts now.
Okay, and we're back. It's more of the Cousin Chief Show. I got my man, Mr. Wiggins, back in the building. Back. So we took a quick commercial break. Before we went to break, you're going to tell us what is life like going from the amateur to professional. You said it was a lot faster, you know. I mean, do they hit harder? They just faster? Is it like playing, you know, novelists on Madden, playing all Madden? I mean, what's the transition like?
Oh, you definitely play all Madden. You know, the transition is faster pace. You got somebody thinking at a high IQ just like you. You know what I mean? Just physically fit, just as good as you. You know what I mean? Same attributes. Now it's like who can be the smarter guy under pressure.
So, what is your professional record right now?
2-1-1.
So let me ask you this. So what was your second professional fight like?
My second professional fight, which one? Oh, that was in Oakland. Oh yeah, the Oakland one. Yeah, that one was lit. It was crazy lit. You know, that's when my Uncle Wayne pulled up. You know, all the celebrities pulled up. You know, it was crazy.
I heard. I'm hearing that you got another fight coming up,
at the
and
same
it's going to
spot
be
that
in
that one
Oakland
was
as
at.
well.
It's at the same spot at the Marriott.
Wow. What date is that on? I'm gonna have to come back to the town for that one, bro. You're going to end up bringing me back to the town.
It's on the 16th of August.
August.
Yep.
And who you fighting in that fight?
Mikey the Bull. Mikey the Bull
Portelli.
Portelli.
You just fight Mikey the Bull?
Yeah, but they want a rematch. I told them it was like, you want a rematch after unanimous decision. You know, it's whatever, but we ain't ducking.
You gonna give him the skibbity paps?
You know, like, hey.
We try to on the nighty night.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Nice. Oh, okay. So answer this, bro. How long did you think about being a boxer? You know, I've thought about being a boxer when I used to watch Rocky and all that other crap, man, but it wasn't in me, bro. I played football, played rugby. I tried to play basketball. I ran track, but my ass was slow, but I was out there trying, though. I was trying. I ran track until they actually put me in the match, and I lost our lead. And my boy Jamal Cooks had to get the lead for us to win the match, and that was the last time. So I moved from track to track and field throwing a shot put. But what made you what age you wanted to start boxing? What really intrigued you to do it?
But I didn't find boxing. You know, boxing found me for real. Because if you would have asked me at 17 what I was gonna be, I would have told you in the NFL. You know, that was
football was your first love.
Boxing saved my life.
Football was your first love. What happened to football? What? Huh?
You said why
I said football was your first. Football was your first love. What happened from football to boxing? How'd you transition?
It just felt like boxing was destiny when I found a guy who knew my grandfather who boxed together, and they ended up being best friends, and he's the one who signed me up to boxing, and I just felt like it was destiny at that point.
So now you're in there. You're professional, and 2 wins, 1 loss. What advice do you have for up and coming fighters, or people that think they want to box? That's not sure, but think they want to become a boxer. What advice would you give them? Not our friend. Come back, come home, Snoopy. Come back. He must be getting a call or something on his phone. Right. Or we can take another quick. I want to take a break. Okay, we'll do a quick commercial break.
GC Radio.
We're about to take a commercial break. Back. So, like you were saying before you left us, what advice you give somebody up and coming want to box, that think they want to get in the ring? What advice you give somebody beginning, just out their skills or a boxer? What advice?
You said what advice would I give somebody that wants to box?
Hmm.
Uh, I would tell them that stay away from the girls, man. Just train. Just focus on yourself
Don't quit.
and don't quit. Anybody can do it.
Why stay away from the girls? What the girls got to do with it? They're not in the ring with
The girls come with
you.
it. So in reality, it's just a distraction. You know, like why are you trying to get where you need to be going?
I feel you. You sound like a man on a mission. You know, you need your blinders on to keep your eyes on the prize and stay in your lane so you can achieve your goal. That's wise advice. Wise advice. So, what date you said that up and coming fights is again? August what? What date is that fight in Oakland again?
It's breaking up right now.
What's the date again on the fight in
Say it
Oakland?
again.
What's the date on the fight in Oakland?
I can hear
Fight
you
in
on the last
Oakland.
part.
Your next fight. What's the date for your next fight?
My next fight is August 16th in Oakland. Yeah,
Okay. Do me a favor. We got a lot of people
at the
tapping
Marathon.
in. We got a lot of people tapping in. Give them your social media so they can reach you and follow you as well.
The real underscore Alik, ALIK.
Real underscore elite. You have a Facebook, Twitter. Is it the same on all platforms or just Facebook?
It's
Or
the same on Facebook.
what about you have a Twitter or IG?
It's the same. Uh,
You have
for IG, it's the real underscore Alik, ALIK, for Instagram and Facebook. I don't have Twitter.
get your Twitter account, man. You got to put your X account. It ain't Twitter no more. It's X. We got to get you on all the platforms, man. You know, some people are funny. They stuck in their ways, and they still want to reach out and connect to you, man. That way, you know, they can get you on all platforms. Anything you want to tell us or enlighten us, man, or you want to put in the interview? Let me ask you this. So, who's your trainer right now?
Say it one more time for me.
Who's your trainer? Your trainer. Who trains you in boxing?
It's going in and out on.
Who's your trainer? Coach. Who's your coach? Who's your coach? Who's your trainer and coach?
I can't even hear you on no more. It's like going in and out.
Something that's you guys' internet at the gym. Who's your coach and trainer?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who's your coach and trainer? Who's your coach and trainer? Who trained you? Who's the coach?
You said my coach?
Yeah, who's your coach and trainer right now?
My coach and trainer is my dad, Albie Wiggins.
What is it? What is it like having a dad and his dad as a coach? Is it easier? Is it harder or frustrating?
For us, it's easy. I can't speak for everybody, but for the most part, for us, it's easy as far as relationship goes for the boxing. You know, him being my father.
Do you
I know
think that
sometimes people
having
probably
dad
butt
as a
heads.
coach, you think having dad for a coach strengthens that bond, or it's like you guys butt heads more because of that?
We tend not to butt heads because the relationship is like more like brother, like than like my dad, where it's like an authoritative figure to where like you feel like you can't tell this person something. You know, like I could talk to him about anything, so it's easy.
Ooh, hey, that got to be a wonderful. Because you know, you look at history, you look like Floyd Mayweather and his dad, and Ken Norton Jr. and his dad, and you know, a few other people that had father figures and family people to coach them, and it didn't always work that way. But it's be ideal if that could happen. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, it's like passing the baton, generation to generation, and that's more bonding time you get to have with your loved one, man. That's a blessing. Honor that and cherish that, man. That's a blessing. Would you let your son box? when you have a kid later in life, would you let him or her pursue boxing?
He probably is.
If when you
You
become a
said, "Well,
dad,
I let my son box."
yeah, when you become a dad, would you let your son or daughter box?
Uh, if they wanted to, but I wouldn't force them. You know what I mean? Like they would have to tell me. I can't make you go to the gym, make you train. I can't make you have a drive for it.
Right. Anything else you want to say? We wrap the interview up, and thank you for coming in and talking with Cousin Chief and Square Room Magazine. Anything else you want to add to the interview or say toward the end?
I just want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate you for having me on the platform. And shout out Charlie Ray's Boxing Gym out in Sirius, California.
And where Pops at?
He right here.
Pops, get over here. Let me mess with him for a minute. Pops, get over here for a second.
What's cracking?
What's good, bro?
What up, Chief?
What's the name of the gym you guys training at?
Charlie Ray's Boxing Gym.
Where's it located?
It's named after my
Where's it
grandfather.
located?
In Sirius, California. 3437 Railroad Avenue in Sirius, California.
You got a website or a phone number so some inspiring boxers might see this and might want to link up with you and train as well?
Go on Charlie Ray's and go on Instagram and at Charlie Ray's _ A Train 1, and it'll pop up to my page. It'll give them the address, everything, my phone number even on there. You can just pop up.
Man, I'm a little envious, man. You're a dude of many talents. My brother can rap, he can write music, he can trade boxes. Vocal coach. This guy got it all, man. You're jack of all trades, man. All I can do is interview and do marketing. I want to say congratulations, shout out to you, man. It gotta be a good sense of pride to not only train somebody, but train your son and see him grow and blossom in the sport. And you guys are not doing it, but you're doing it together, man. And we need more fathers get involved in their kids' lives and do it together with them, man. I want to give my hats off to both of you guys for doing that. And, like I told them, sometimes it's difficult because with my kids, their daddy is stupid. But anybody else was like, oh, your dad does this, your dad does this. Like, yeah. But, the lineage. And it's like, I could tell them something and I don't know what I'm talking about, but then they go to my dad, their granddad, or somebody else, and they can tell them the exact same thing. Like, oh, okay. So it's nice to have, the fruit of your lawns to follow your advice. And you guys do this together, man. I do
have kids that's that way though. I got some.
So you feel me. So I'm not alone. You feel me with that one.
I do have some other ones, and it's not so, it ain't like this. You know what I'm saying? But we all straight. Oh yeah, we got to shout out Uncle Wayne. Rest in peace, Dwayne Wiggins, Tony. You feel me? Is my guy, and we gonna represent him in every way, in every fight.
Do you have any programs for the youth? We teach a lot of youth or anything like that, or anti-bullying? Do you help kids self-defense with the boxing gym, or you just train those that really want to fight for a profession?
Yeah, we bullyproof over here. We train about 30 kids. We got about 30 kids that come through here a day. And, we train them. We got amateur fighters. We go fight. We got some fighting in the nationals. We got some that's just starting.
Some we help graduate.
This year we had one graduation, but last year we had 5 kids graduate from high school.
Oh. All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for having me and your son on Square Room Magazine. He will be in our next issue that will be dropping next week. And we definitely going to have him in the next issue that comes out after that one, because I'm going to have to come to the town to the fight, bro. We're going to definitely have to get that one live and everything, man. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule to deal with us at Square Room Magazine and allow us to put this on here. But just to let you know, also, we're going to take the audio of this and we're going to put it on our Heart Radio thing. So it'll be on the Cousin Chief Show Square Room Magazine on iHeartRadio in like 2 weeks. We'll edit and put it up there as well.
I
So guys get
just want to ask son, what you gonna do to Mikey the Bull? What you gonna do to Mikey the Bull?
I'm gonna show him what a matador do.
Ooh, Mikey going to sleep.
So you gonna give him a pillow, huh? There you have it live. There you have it live. Mr. Wiggins says, Mikey the Bull, hey, beware, bro. He gonna hand you a pillow when he get in the ring, man. So you go ahead and take your nap. Like I lean on the microphone, he gonna take him a nap. So thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful night, man. I really appreciate y'all for doing the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having him on. Appreciate you.
Right on.